Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Erin's Book Club. I have another book review to do today, and I know it's been a while, but my life kind of got thrown a curveball. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I had to quit my current job quite suddenly in order to save my mental health. So that kind of left me in a desperate search for another job, and with a full family of animals and humans to supply for, I was a bit of a panic situation. Luckily, I have found another job that I am super excited for. I haven't started it yet. They're not having me start until the 25th, which means for this whole week, I basically have another week off, which again, great for me to recharge and mentally be prepared for this and be ready. Bad in that my pocketbook isn't going to get paid for this week off, but that's okay. I think it's a decision that's worth it in the long run. But anyway, with all this extra time, I had a book to read today, and the book that I read was The Llama of Death, a Gun Zoo Mystery by Betty Webb. So first and foremost, I'm going to say that this is not a genre that I regularly flock to. I don't like the murder mysteries. I have a few, but I don't like the murder mysteries. What drew me to it was the whole animal basis of it, and what kept me reading it is the animal basis of it. The animal star of the show, Alejandro, is an llama that has a great personality, has an awful past, but has a heart of gold when it comes to protecting those that he perceives as weaker than him. So it really worked out well reading that. I enjoyed reading that. That being said, I am not going to be spoiler free for this video, so if you guys want to read it, please read it and come back and we can actually discuss it. I will say this about the book. The characters were all entertaining to read about. The characters were all incredibly flawed, and even the ones that were really annoying that I didn't like were entertaining to follow. I don't per se like the way the characters are, or the author portrays the characters that are unfaithful as having a reason to be unfaithful. A lot of it has, most of the men are riding one of these other females more than a taxi, basically, and she ends up getting killed secondarily. But a lot of the times when the men were being unfaithful, it was the women that they were with that were portrayed as being incredibly awful, and that was almost like an excuse to be unfaithful. I didn't really like that lean to it. But other than that, I liked the way the story goes. I did not guess the killer till the end, which is lovely. It's the first time I've read a murder mystery where the killer wasn't even hinted at till the end. I do think that if it was any longer, I'd get bored of it real quick, but the characters were fun to read about. The nuances and the growth of the characters were fun to read about. The story, even improbable, was believable, which I enjoyed. All in all, it was a good book. It was fine. It was okay. It's not like a life-changing book, and it's not a book that's going to stick with you. I'm going to read this and probably forget about it. But again, a quick read, an enjoyable read. And any of you murder mystery folk, you probably will enjoy it more than I did because the writing was really well done. But yeah, those are my viewpoints of The Llama of Death. Again, really cute cover. But I will let you know when I have another book read. Thanks, guys.